Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Trying to fix this thing because it wasn't right. Today, as the title has said, I will be straightening my hair. I already washed yesterday and blew out my hair. It's very high. Let's see if I can make it lower. I'm cooking over here. I will be using, I think I showed you guys this when I first got this product. I did a review on it 3 years ago. Same flat iron Impulse. It's over here cooking. So I to wash, from the wash all the way to the finish, it normally takes me about four and a half hours. So I try to do a lot of this off camera as much as I can, which is the wash and the blow dry, which I did last night. Good morning, how you doing? I am so nervous because I've already started. I started doing the difficult part, which is the back. And wow, it has been 2 years since I straightened my hair and I'm out of practice, very much so. Because I only straighten my hair once a year because I try to keep down on the heat. But I'm going to show you the back, what I've done so far in the back. It's probably got frizzy since then. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, yeah, and on top of that, I didn't know, it was hard for me to do. I couldn't find my brush. I normally do the chase method with my brush. Couldn't find my brush. I couldn't even find my flat iron, really. And I had my husband to help hunt it down because, like I said, it's been 2 years. And I never straightened my hair in this house since we moved, and I didn't know where I packed it away. I don't know where half the stuff is. So luckily we found it tucked away in a box somewhere on the shelf. So I will be using, this is what I use. I'm sure there's another heat tamer spray somewhere. This is what I had. I don't normally go searching for that kind of stuff because I don't really straighten my hair like that. So, man, I am really, really nervous. Why? Because you know how YouTube is. There's gonna be a lot of judgmental people. It's gonna try to teach me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. But this is how I straighten my hair. Well, some of it, because I don't have my brush that I normally use. And today decided to be really hot. No, this is my water sprays in like in a white container. This is, oh, I do, because I like the mist of these when I get them. I like the mist of the spray bottles, and so I do recycle them because I love the mist of them. But no, this is actually the product in it, the heat tamer leave-in spray. So that is what I use. I let them judge their own hair. This is your hair. It is, but it still makes me kind of a little bit. I'm not a professional. The only hair I've straightened is my hair, and previously I have straightened my daughter's hair. Again, this is the flat iron that I used, same flat iron I used 2 years ago. I am setting it at 450, and yeah, I think that's it. If I'm finished in time, I will cut it on live. It is really hot right here. Okay. So, again, I've been sweating. So, I feel like it kind of went back to being slightly curly. Yep. That light is really, really bright. But I'm gonna go back over it. I've been praying like, Lord, give me nerves, because I am really, really nervous. So I'm gonna do this part first, this side first. I think this is my better side. The other side is, because I'm right-handed, is my you gonna struggle side. Yeah, it was cold. It's been cold all week. The day I want to straighten my hair, it wants to be like scorching hot. Just don't make any sense. Okay. Did I straighten that? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna get this part first. I gotta tangle. So I gotta pull out. Let's try this again. When I start at the top, I go both directions, up and down, before I move on. So I go down, then I go up, and then I continue. And now I'm tangled again. I just detangled it. You guys see me do it. All right. I so wish right now it was colder. Not freezing cold, but at least like 60s. It don't feel like 60s. It feels like 80s. And with this heat right here next to me, it's extra hot. Your left side is you gonna struggle side? Oh, that's what I said. I get stuck. You see that? Hello. Hello, MJ. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna trim it. I don't think I even trimmed my hair. I think last year, because we just moved in this house, I really didn't do anything to my hair or to my kiddos' hair like we normally do. I think we were just still trying to get in, settle ourselves in. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. So it's definitely been 2 years since I gave myself a trim. So I'm in some need of a little TLC today. When I get down to the ends, I like to slow it down. Okay, wait a minute. Do you have any tips for those fairy knots? I've been trimming and keeping them near the roots. What? Do you have any tips for those fairy knots? I've been trimming, but it keeps getting down. They keep getting near the roots. What I like to do, especially if my hair is curly, is always try to keep your hair with some kind of oil or something at the ends. That does help. Obviously, I don't have anything on my hair right now because when I get done with it, I will put a little oil at the ends just to keep it from, it kind of helps it smooth out. And then I'm gonna go back over it again. Obviously, oil does make your hair a little heavier, and I do want my hair to have movement. But it does kind of help my ends from getting a little tangled. Your hair has really grown. It has. I mean, it's great when your hair is natural. When your hair is grown and it's like, yay, it's grown. But when my hair is, when I'm trying to straighten it, it's that much more. I mean, granted, I like to see the growth in it. Like, you really can see the growth in your hair when you straighten it. But I am literally sweating over here, which kind of is preventing what I was trying to do to my hair, which is straighten it. I'm excited a little. I've learned to realize over the years, even though it's a different look and it's cute, it's a lot more to deal with. What do you mean by that? Like with weather and everything like that, when my hair is in its natural state, in its curly state. I don't care what the weather's like. My hair, it would be what it is. Whereas when my hair is straight, obviously there's more work involved to getting it to look like this versus just a wash and go. But I know my husband is excited because this is how he met me. He met me with straight hair, like, because that's all I knew how to do. But it's just, I just know, like, because I'm planning on going out of town for next week, so I'm gonna try to have a video recorded of me doing Yana's hair. But it's just, you never know what the weather's gonna be like, and if it rains on your hair could look like a mop, or it could look like this over here. And all the hard work you've done of straightening your hair is just be down the drain. So there's some pros, but it's a lot more cons in a sense. Not to be a little pessimistic about my straight hair, but I'm stuck again. Oh, there it is. Okay. I know last time I talked about straightening my hair and I said I put something on my edges and it's called cholesterol. And I never said it because I couldn't think of it. It's like hair conditioning cholesterol. I just put a little bit like right here and I just let that be curly, which I don't have any because I haven't straightened my hair in however long, because I don't just use it while my hair is straight. I kind of use it when it's curly too every once in a while. But obviously I haven't used it any lately. Before I started using it and leaving it, because it's not supposed to be left in your hair, before I started using it as a leave-in, I tested it in my hair to see how it would do. Is that small? Seems kind of a lot. Is that a lot? Oh well. To make sure it doesn't make your hair fall out or something like that, I would test every new thing that you have never tried. I would test it. It's hot. I'm gonna start in the front this time. But that's what I used to use on the edges of my hair, because I had basically burned them out from all the straightening I did in the past. And I started using the cholesterol on my edges, and then I stopped straightening the edges of my hair. Like normally people go in there and like really get it all. I don't do that. And because cholesterol does have, it's water based, it will make your hair like, it's just slicking it back. That's basically what it is. And that's kind of what I want. I want those edges to be slicked back. It's on 450. Flat iron temp is on 450. That's the highest this particular flat iron will go. It is much easier to hold if this was a brush for me. You just want to straighten your hair because you're bored. Well, this is normally the season I like to straighten my hair because I hate wearing my hair straight in the summer and the springtime because it seems like it's a waste because I get hot and I sweat. When I work out, I sweat and my hair is normally like frizzy. And so I think winter or fall is normally my go-to season to straighten my hair because the temperatures are cooler. And for me, that's more ideal. Okay. I'm getting through it. Almost down to my, what is that, my waist? But I have a short waist, so that's not really saying a lot, I guess. What is that? I'm glad I can go back over that. So how is everybody doing this Saturday morning? That hurt. Also, when I straighten my hair, because I'm doing this method where I'm pulling, after I get finished with my hair, my head is super sore because I'm tender-headed. So all the pulling that I'm doing with the chase method, definitely trim. What kind of recipes? Your hair, yeah. Normally, if I know I'm jumping subject because I'm trying to read all your comments. Normally, when I have my hair up, like in a half up, half down, or something like that, outside of a bun, and I'm putting more tension on my front of my head is sore. And normally it triggers like head pains, like a headache or a migraine from that. So I normally have to, like, if I'm going somewhere, by the time I get back into the car, like if I'm feeling some kind of pain, I'm like, okay, babe, we need to go. And normally when we're in the car, I'm letting it down, because that's how bad it normally gets. Yeah, it does definitely do a lot of pulling and tugging. You tried a new soup recipe? You miss bread a lot. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not much of a bread eater. Now, pretzels is another thing. But I've been eating gluten pretzels when they have them. It's not as easy to find gluten pretzels in the brand that I like. Sometimes I gotta double check and make sure this thing ain't off, like if I accidentally hit it. Sandwiches? What kind of sandwiches? You hear me? What kind of sandwiches? What kind of sandwiches we're talking here? Italian styles. Because no one else in my house is vegan, there's always bread in my house. My husband is a bread eater. My children, especially Ellie, is a bread eater with crackers, and I make cream of wheat bread a lot every once in a while for them. I am finished with this side. Go over the ends. I know I'm probably sweating it back out in the back because I am sweating. I think it's hard for you guys to see because this light. I'm gonna go over all of it when I'm done. You can see. Let me turn my back that way. That light is really, really making it hard for you to see my hair. But yeah, you see that in the back right there? It's from this heat coming from this iron. Whew. Back of my neck is hot. Okay. Look at there. You guys see that? This was straightened. There, I don't have anything on my hair yet. Oh. Yep. Yeah, I put this whole thing in there. I just burned my hand. Good job. And I'm going to be curling my hair if I have time. I don't leave my hair straight. It's easier to maintain when it is curly. No wonder I cut it off. It's like it's not hot anymore. Okay. I'll let that heat up. I normally just put it in a bun. Like after I curl it, I normally put it in a high bun, and I do like a big, basically a big Bantu knot. That's basically what I do. So all the curls will be going in the same direction when I do this, instead of like both of it like crowning my face like that. All the curls will be going in the same direction, which I don't really mind. Doesn't bother me that much. This is the struggle of being natural. That's what it is. It's the struggle. Yeah. Gotta keep it off my neck. So I have to go back and do it all over again. Because it's got to be like 80 degrees. You make your own? I make so much of my own stuff sometimes, and it's like it takes so long to do certain things, and when you have kids, I wind up like, you know what? I don't even care no more. If it's not on my, if I can't make it in quantities, like I think it's ready. We'll see. You remember the video? Yeah, that's like how I do it. That is my way of kind of like not having to put heat on my hair again. And so if I'm outside and like if I'm out somewhere and I can feel a little humidity in the air, I started to tighten my curls. So what I do is I'll take my fingers and I'll just keep them together like that. I would just twirl them. I just do that on all of them, make sure that they stay together. And for some reason, that just keeps them nice and not frizzy, I guess. But yeah, that's what I do. You thought I was joking? No, this is like the season that I normally straighten my hair. I was either going to do it now or for Christmas. And since we're leaving, we're leaving for Thanksgiving. We're not leaving for Christmas. We're leaving for Thanksgiving, so I figure we'll do it. Just you stay up there. Don't get messed up. Okay, now all the hair that I've already done, hopefully is safe. I can't see that well. The light, it's not shining that well on this side. Okay. Are you serious? I did detangle my hair. Let's go with the big one first. I'm gonna go in with the little one. All right. Split it in two. Let's do the back first. This is the you gonna struggle side, ladies. Cause I gotta put my arm all the way back across my head. It's stuck again. Ouch. Yay. I make sandwiches kind of quite a lot sometimes. I use the Ezekiel bread though. I'll leave it in the freezer. Or I may use corn tortillas. Touch me a little bit. I thought about that. When I was doing the back, but then I never did it. I thought about that, but I never did it. Let's try that. Here we go. Now let's split it in half. Yeah, when I was in the bathroom before, when I was curling the back, I was like, I probably should smooth the ends out first. That was so much easier. Thank you for reminding me what I even see. We're great minds think alike. The lighting over here is very dark, isn't it? Will I have time to straighten cut my ends? This is all I have left right here to do before I have to cut it. How many times do you normally have to go over your hair when you straighten it? Yes, the kids are out of school next week, and they are excited. I'm tired of hearing, I hate school. That's what I've been hearing this year. But he's been saying it since last year. And last year was his first year of school. And Yana's been saying it this year, being in 3rd grade, because of multiplication. No, he's not about school. He's never experienced regular school either, whereas Yana has. And I wanted to put him in like a brick and mortar school. And when I was telling him, I said, well, you know, the year before he started kindergarten, I was telling him, I was like, hey, you about to start school, you can go to blah, blah, blah. And he was like crying, talking about, why you want to punish him? He thought I was punishing him for letting him go to regular school. Because Yana's at home, he wanted to be at home too. So I said, fine. Then we moved, school started, and he's like, all we do is just sit and look at the computer. That's all school is. It's like, we don't do anything else but just sit down and just look at the computer. I said, well, if you wanted to go to regular school, which now over here, I don't want him to go to school over here, where we are. So now he's going to tough it out. Especially with the virus. No, sir. Yes. His name is Dakota. He is such a sweetie. Such a cutie. Like, they've been wanting a boy for, or her husband been wanting a boy for a long time. And they finally got it. And she has guaranteed not to have any more kids. Me, on the other hand, I have not guaranteed that. And so she's trying to speak more babies on me. I'm like, why would you do that to me? Don't do that. Words have power, and I don't accept those words. Oh, man. Walking around with her belly sticking out. I'm sitting here. I was literally wondering, like, where did you get that from? Because you have not seen me pregnant. Unless it's on videos or pictures. She's like, I'm carrying baby like you did. Well, I appreciate you watching our vlogs. I go over it as many times as I need it as well. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's even 3. Because once I'm considered done, I'm done. I don't want to go back to it a couple of days later because I didn't do it right the first time. Oh, that's hot. Woo. All right. I don't want to have to go back 2 days and be like, well, my hair I didn't do it right the first, or the second day, because I didn't really give the attention that it needed the first day. It was no prophecy. She prophesying. That's what she's doing. That is not a prophecy. Not barren. So I don't need somebody prophesying and I'm about to have a baby. That's normally what you hear people saying. They prophesying because I know you've been struggling for a long time. And now, okay, I ain't got that. I got 3. I don't need no 4th one. I really don't. Not that I don't love my children and everything, but the bigger they are, the more fun you can have. Like in terms of like, but when you have a little one, it's like you're starting all the way back over. Feels good. You know what I mean? Like if you want to go somewhere and you got an infant, you be sitting there watching everybody have fun while you got a baby strapped to you. Versus if everybody's big enough to walk across the street and you don't have to hold their hands, that's what I like. Not that I'm rushing this time, because there's precious moments in this time. But I do like to do things and have fun. And sometimes having a baby on your hip, going out of the house is not that fun. Hashtag tender-headed. I go over it until it's smooth as I want it to. Well, that's how I do it. I know everybody has these rules of you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. If you say that and you secretly, after you finish recording your video, you secretly go back over it 4 or 5 times, then you're a hypocrite. I mean, if you had a flat iron that can help you do that one time, is that hot, that helps you do it on one pass, then that's great. But my hair and this flat iron, don't do it. I can feel when it's smooth. I can feel it and tell if it's really smooth like I want it to. Baby strapped to you and your hands on your back like Ellie. I have not tried a comb in years. I used to do a comb. I noticed that some use a brush instead of a comb. This is my first time actually using a comb. I'm the brush kind of girl. But as I was saying earlier, that when I first opened up, that I could not find my stuff. I knew we packed it when we moved. I just didn't know exactly where everything was because it took me a minute to find the flat iron. But I do like the brush. I like the hold. I can hold it a little bit better than this comb. Y'all should have seen me do this side, the back. Y'all have been laughing at me. Like, it's okay. She's a little special back there. My arm was tilted. The front is not as bad as the back. Ow, that is hot on my finger. My hand's a little too close to the front. Bad hair. I don't think I've seen it. I'm not much of a scary movie kind of girl anyway. Most of the scary movies have been very, like, evil almost. Oh, you seen it? Okay. What do I got left? Yay. Yeah, most of the scary movies, if you really think about it, it's like some kind of spirit. I don't like movies like that. I'm trying to be more aware of what I open my spirit up to, in a sense. And if some stuff has got some kind of like demonic kind of thing going on, I'm good. I ain't about no paranormal activity. I ain't for that. So it's not really scary. Like, oh. So it's not a scary movie. It's more like a comedy. Um, I haven't really had a lot of gray hair like I've had in these last few years. But they look like they're tamed. Like they don't want to be disobedient today. I really haven't really noticed any issues with my gray hair when it comes to straightening. Technically, this would be my last piece. It was supposed to be scary, but it's funny. Okay. Now, I don't mind, like, there's some kind of scary movies that's more intense, but it's just someone, like, deciding to, like, take people out. But if you're talking about some kind of thing that you can't see, and then all of a sudden somebody appears and they disappear, and chair starts moving and no one's there, those kind of scary movies, no. Not that I'm afraid of them. It's just, again, trying not to open yourself up to things. Because my husband had an encounter one time, a long time ago. And it's just, he was always watching, you know, that when people try to go into old houses and see if there were like spirits in there, he would watch that kind of stuff all the time back in the day when we first got married. I got bumps in there, but it's okay. When we first got married, and when I was gone, one day he had an encounter, and he was like, and then there was like something, he heard a message about when you open yourself up to those kind of spiritual things, like even like going and see somebody to read your palm, Ouija boards and that kind of thing, you are opening your self up to experience those things. You're inviting them into your space in a sense. And from that moment on, we just like, when we see movies, we like, we'll pass on those. I personally haven't had any experience, but I don't want to either. Okay. You see that? That is, I don't think I fixed that the last time, did I? It needs to go back being cold. I straightened my hair. It needs to be cold. Unfortunately, I'm still going. I'm still going. Y'all can't see my hand anymore. It looks like I'm doing nothing, but I was still going. Okay. All right. As you can see, I definitely need a trim. Oh my goodness. Let's see what it looks like from the back. It looks really, really dry. Mostly because I don't have anything on it. Okay. Let's work on the trim. For those who are still with me. Oh my gosh, I'm turning into a grandma. That's a lot of gray. My husband is worried about me sometimes. He's like, you're stressing. I don't want to lose you to an early grave. But y'all know how kids are. That's a lot of gray. Man, that's a lot of gray. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is trim the front here first. You see that? That's 2 years of just deadness. But I'm not gonna cut all of it right now. Good about that much. I might cut more as I go. That's my starting point. I don't realize y'all don't see half what I'm doing. arm goes to extent, and I'm still not at the end. I normally get a hair tie or something and like try to slide it all the way down. I'll be right back. I go get it. Okay. I'm just gonna slide it. Can't reach it yet. Oh. Still can't reach it. I'm gonna cut about that much off. Okay. And that's what I do. Not really cutting any layers in it. So now, with all this hair is all over the place. Now the curl. I'm gonna curl it. That was quick. The cut or the straightening. Okay. Because, well, I don't know. I just got it. Let me see if I can put this down lower. Let's see, is that better? Oh, almost failed. Okay. Oh, I didn't get no oil. Hold on one second. it'll be much better. I just got some oil. It's the Moisture Miracle. Really focusing on the ends. Okay. You see I didn't put a whole lot on it. Let's try that again. It should give it a little bit more shine this time around. What is that? Well, she did it more of a set. This is not the best lighting situations, ladies. I do apologize. I can't see that well myself. Yeah. I'm stuck there. Gonna put a little more oil on it. My hair is so long, as I'm twisting it, I'm holding on to it when I'm moving the flat iron. It's complicated when you have longer hair. Like as I'm twisting it, my hair wasn't this long last time I straightened it. As I'm twisting it, I'm accidentally grabbing onto my hair with this hand, making it very complicated to do this. You're not supposed to see all the struggles that I'm doing right here. If I take care of my hair right, with the question, how long does your hair usually last? It can actually last a long time if I take care of it right and keep it, like, protect it from bad weather and that kind of thing. but I only let it go for 3 weeks because then my scalp becomes very itchy and I don't like flaking and all that kind of stuff. And it's still very much straight, but normally on my last week, I like put something on it and do like a little braid out and give it a little bump. So like my third week, I'll go get some kind of slightly wet product and put it all over my hair and do like a braid out or something like that. So it'll be mostly straight, but with a little crinkle. And yeah, that's what I normally like to do. What experience? Today's special. Have you ever set your hair into straighten? I tried to. I bought a pair of roller sets and it just didn't come out that great. Like it really didn't. Like after you take it out and having like those, like when they do it and when you go to the salon. Yeah, it didn't work that well for me. Falling asleep in church special, then waking up with bad dreams. What? What's happening? I missed something? That's why I don't think we should sleep with TV on, or at least mute it. I never know what's playing while you're sleeping. This is true, because your ears never actually close when you're sleeping. When my kids go to sleep, I play the song by, I play like it's playing in their rooms, called Holy, Holy, Holy by CeCe Winans from her album Throne Room. And then my husband recorded Psalms 91 underneath it. So it's like a protection prayer underneath it. They can barely hear it. So they get man, it's hot. They get the Holy, Holy, Holy. When we first started putting music on, I would just put random music on, and Yana, because Yana's my first. We started with Yana, and she'll make up crying about James Fortune hollering at her. She's like, he's just yelling, because we just had a playlist. We just let it play, just a lot of gospel tunes, and she was like not having it. And so we tried different music at night. Well, thank you, but it was really my idea. The whole music thing was my idea. The Holy Spirit was just like, hey, you need to protect them, because the enemy is whispering in their ear while they sleep. Because I had white noise playing. It wasn't a they, it was just her at the time. I had white noise playing at the time, because babies have white noise, they like that. And the Holy Spirit was like, what is that? How is that helping her? The enemy is whispering to her while she sleeps. And so I decided to do the music, and then the music became, I just gave you the rundown of the music and how she felt about it. And then Holy, 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 because Yana would have like dreams all the time. She had a dream of Mr. Owl, which is this black owl that floated in circles in her room while she slept. And she's like, I don't like Mr. Owl. I'm like, why don't you like Mr. Owl? She's like 1, or maybe right before she turned 1, I'm not sure. No, she was 1, yeah. And because every morning for breakfast, she would tell me like the dreams she had or whatever. And she said, Mr. Owl I don't like him. I said, why you don't like him? I said, he wants me to tell him, hey, and he's not nice. I said, and he gets mad when I don't tell him, hey. And I said, what? I said, well, you tell him, you have the authority. You tell Mr. Owl he's not allowed in the house. He's not allowed in your room. She said, he scratched me on my forehead. And I was like, he did? You know, I didn't know what to say about that. I was like, he scratched you? She was like, yeah, he scratched me on my forehead. And I said, well, you tell him he's not allowed in your room. And she turned around and she said, this is at the dinner table. She said, you're not allowed in here. Like, get out. And she's like, he's out. He's outside. And I'm sitting there like, oh, okay. Didn't think anything of it. The next day came around. I seen a scratch on her, like it scabbed over. Because at the time she was really light, that her inside was the same color as her outside. And I was like, and so I didn't mention Mr. Owl. And I just said, hey, Yana, what happened right there? And she touched it. She said, oh, that's when Mr. Owl scratched me. I'm saying, like, it's one thing to have this stuff in a dream. It's another whole thing to physically have anything happen to you from a dream. And I told my husband about it. We prayed over it and prayed about it. And then she'll have dreams that angels singing holy, holy, holy. Because that's the song. The song just sings and praises God. That's the reason why we chose that one. It was like, we're going to have the enemy listen to us praise God. She says that the angel visit her plenty of times. I don't hear any of those stories anymore. Now that she's older, nothing. Nothing at all. Kind of miss them sometimes. And she's the only one who's had that dream. Buddy had a dream one time before that he had over and over again when he was like 2 or 3. I want to say maybe he was 2. That a tree, I think I told you guys this, a tree fell on his back. And he woke up in the middle of the night crying. Whereas Yana have dreams, she'll tell us in the morning. Buddy, he'll scream and holler in the middle of the night. And we're like, what's wrong? He said, a tree fell on my back. A big tree just fell on my back. And we're like, there's no tree. So the next day we went outside checking trees. Like literally, we are outside checking trees, making sure that nothing is like rotten, that maybe we just need to go get cut down or something. Nothing. We didn't see nothing. So we're like, buddy, it's okay. It's okay, you know, just, it's gonna be okay. He had a dream like that again. And later on, I kept thinking to myself, what, because it was like more than once. And I said, I wonder, does that mean something else rather than a physical tree? I feel like it means like some kind of responsibility. Because, you know, trees are like people. And a big tree fell on his back. Because you think about that scripture when Jesus healed a man's eyes and he said, I see people walking around like trees. So, I don't know. This is just, you know, my observation. I have no clue. Did I cut this off? I cut this off. I was like, why is it not curling? Yeah, you do have to stay prayed up. OMG, girl, you were touching on something. I told my grandma about my dreams, and she told me the same thing. She told me to pray in my dream and gave me the gospel rundown. It's, I mean, the enemy has to get at you in any way they possibly can. Any way that will be most effective. That's how they do it. I get a lot of like, I don't get a lot of dreams. I do get dreams, but I don't get a lot of dreams. I get like little inclination and like, what do you call them? I was gonna say it, but I don't. Like little, like text messages, I guess you could say, mentally, of things that just come to me while I'm doing stuff. Like almost like a I don't know. I can't even, like, even with the music and Psalms 91, the protection prayer, those little things I get in my spirit, and I just do them. My only dreams I really had was about my kids. Like, I dreamed that I was, before we had a girl, I dreamed that we had a girl. And then before Jonathan was born, I had a dream we had a boy. And the dream about the boy was while I was pregnant, before we knew what it was. No, before I got pregnant, I had a dream that we was going to have a boy. But he had red, big, curly hair. That's what I seen in my dream. Like, huge, like, curls. And my husband was like, yeah, okay, yeah. And then I went to the doctor, and of course, he wasn't there. My husband was there. He was at the house with Yana. And she's like, my first visit, she's like, because I didn't go right away. So my first visit was like, you want to know what it is? And I was like, what? We really? We ready? She's like, yeah, I think I was 16 weeks. She's like, it's a boy. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, he missed it. You missed it. I wasn't going to say no. And then one, I'm having to go, because I think I had to go to a specialty place to find out what Yana was. And then the first time, her legs were crossed. So I had to go back again. And the only way they were going to pay for ultrasound, I had to go to, my insurance is going to pay for ultrasound. I had to go to a specialty place, like a high-risk place, which I wasn't high risk. All right. Anyway, so yeah, dreams or your visions, they mean something. You just don't always know what that means right away. So yeah, while we was in the other house, no trees fell in our yard ever. And then, of course, that year that Buddy was prophesied to was later. And so I maybe think, well, maybe he's going to have to follow somebody great, and it's going to be heavy on him, heavy on his back. I don't know. Of course, I'm trying to guess, and it's not my place to really guess. I'm just going to let God do his thing. And I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So I'm finished with that side. I think I'm done. I feel like I got a lot in the back there. Well, let's do this side. This is my good side. This is the side where I'm going to be like, awesome. Get some more oil. I'm not going to struggle at all. I am happy I'm almost done. I like the curls. I love seeing that versus this. So if I left it straight, this is what I have to deal with all the time, it getting frizzy and humidity and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I've straightened it and you see it's already like trying to curl back because there's so much humid in the air. But looking at it this way, I feel like, okay, this is my comfort zone right here. Like I said, I was telling you before, I said, gosh, somebody's riding a motorcycle really, really loud. I can always just twist it to keep it, you know, together. Okay. Start at the back. Okay. Make sure it's still on. I am. And this heat from this window is not helping either. I should have just did this in the bathroom. But then the bathroom, it wouldn't have been that much better. But at least I wouldn't have the heat from the sun too. This is what happens when you're twirling. Now you have to straighten it back up. That is not as cute as it should be. Let's try that again. I do have a little color at the end from when I did the so that is my, when I did the peroxide coloring. That's the only way I've ever colored my hair. Not recently, like beforehand I was coloring my hair with actual, well, I haven't really, meaning that's the only way I bleach my hair. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my mouth. Like when I bleach my hair, to lighten my hair, I use peroxide. Only on my edges. And that's the natural color of my hair change when I did the peroxide, before I actually did some coloring. Man, it's hot. Yeah, I like the peroxide method. You could do lemon too. It's just basically lemon and some light sunlight. But I think lemon takes longer to for your hair to be lightened. What I've learned, I have not personally done it. I think peroxide is easier. I just leave the color on my hair for about 24 hours and then just wash it out. But you test it. For anybody who wants to do that, you test it. You test it on the hair that comes out of your hair, like out of your brush, or you test the color, the peroxide, and see how your hair responds to it. And how long you put it on there. I tested it in 24 hours is my time frame. It gives me the color that I want. Your hair is naturally that color. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to have dimension, like some depth in your hair, rather than having it to be one solid, almost black hair. My husband hates when I color my hair because he thinks that something's gonna happen, all my hair is gonna fall out. I'm like, I take care of my hair. I said, what messed up my hair was your children, okay? That's what messed up my hair, not the coloring. I was taking care of my hair with the coloring. Your son came in and just wrecked everything. I mean, he took everything. He took every nutrients I had when he came out. And it shows, too. Like, he took everything. You see that? That's what I mean. thought about what color I would try in my hair and have no clue. What would... Buddy did not share. That's not sharing. That's just... Sharing is when you get a little and you leave some for the person who's sharing it with you. Buddy just took everything. Like, my hair went through a whole change, but I was confused. I was sitting here like, and I was talking to my husband, and he was thinking, oh, you colored it. No, it's not the coloring. I've done the coloring before. This is different. And it didn't happen immediately, because even after he was born, it seemed to be fine, and then it's either that or nursing. In the nursing process or something, my hair just started looking dry, brittle. And it just kept going down and down and down. I'm trying, and at the same time, I was also trying a lot of other products people were sending me. Why is she screaming? I don't know if y'all can hear that little girl just screaming for no reason at all. Ellie, yes. I heard her run in, they're outside playing because it's that hot out there. You hear her? She ran into the restroom, and now she's just sitting there just screaming. Did I call? No, I didn't. Oh, she's done. Well, somebody else might have to go get her. I'm confused on what. Oh, I was here like, what is that coming from? I suppose it's been straightened, but it's not, curled, but it's not. It's always a turn up on Saturday, girl. It's Saturday, we didn't get up and we didn't go to school. Even though Yana don't go to school. I mean, Ellie, not Yana. Ellie don't go to school. Ellie asked us yesterday, Mama, do we got school tomorrow? I'm sitting here like, you don't have school at all. But she'll come into the classroom with her coloring books and colors. And we'll pretend like she's in school. I'm sweating again, guys. And I'm just, don't want to have to do all this over. Someone, do we have school? Like, no, we ain't got no school. You don't have school. Coloring in your coloring book is not school. But that's the only thing I can get her to do. And sometimes she'll come in Buddy's class and get on his camera and talk to his teacher. Yeah, she does. She does. And then she'll get mad, like maybe she'll call Buddy and Buddy will say something, he'll cut his camera on. And then after the camera goes off, she goes, well, why she ain't call me? I said, this is not your class. But she's supposed to call my name and I'm supposed to say something. When she called your brother is when she called your name. the wrong way. So when they watch little movies in class about math or something, she'll sit there and she'll watch them with them. So she does participate in a sense. You see that oil? That's literally all the oil I've been getting each time, because I don't want it to be too heavy. These are the good old days, coloring books and yeah, yep. She has none. She's gonna be ready when she starts school. Yep. Even though I don't feel like I've given her the same attention I've given the other ones. If y'all ever look at some of the old vlogs, I wasn't vlogging when Yana was little like that. But looking at the old vlogs when Yana was in school, on how I taught Buddy, same way I taught Yana, like they were being taught how to read. So when they start school, kindergarten, you already know how to read. You know, I already know. Only thing that Buddy didn't know how to do that well when he first started kindergarten is to write, like write sentences and stuff like that. So in kindergarten, they learn how to write sentences. He knew how to read it, but he didn't always know how to write those words. And he would ask me all the time, like, how do you spell? I'm like, just sound it out. You have to sound it out. It doesn't matter. It's just right now, just sound out what you hear. That's the level you're at. Truck was always CH. I don't even, to this day, I don't know how they got that CH. How they get TR out of truck. Is that everything? I'm hoping, because I'm ready to cut this thing off. Let's see if I got all. There's something over here I miss. See, did y'all see that piece I was struggling with earlier today? I don't know where I did with it. Oh, I don't see it anymore. Okay. So the only thing I feel something about is the fact that when I curl it this way, most of the time the curls come like this way and then go the opposite direction. But if I'm gonna put it in the band 2 knot, all the curls will have to be the same. You know what I mean? So when I put it up, it would be all curling in the same direction. Let's see what it looks like. I don't even know what y'all can see. Is it this side I'm looking at? Yeah, this side doesn't look that good. Hopefully I didn't sweat it out. Real life Rapunzel? Oh my goodness. I don't know how much longer. I would want it to be a little longer, but healthy. Meaning like the thickness it is at the top, I would like for it to be at the bottom. And it's not the case. Like it's thick and the farther down it's thinner. So that will be I want it to be as thick at the bottom as it is at the top. So that I feel like my inches are like extremely healthy. And I don't necessarily know how to get it all the way there. Get it all the way there. And that make my hair, I cannot see over here that well. The glare from the sun is terrible. It's so hot. Okay. Is that good? I was about to say, you just ruined that girl. It's hot. Man, it's hot. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's try it again. See how it seemed like it's not even curled? I think I'm sweating. And the heat that's radiating from my body, I think it's messing up my curls. I need to put it up quick. Okay, how does it look? Does it look good? Okay. Yay! It only took me 107 minutes, but I'm done. And so this is how I'll basically rock it all week. Now, the part of putting it up. I'm gonna show you guys that. Okay. That looks great. Your hair links. I think this heat is just, it's very intense. Okay, I'll flip my hair over like this. Try to get it. Hopefully I'm not too low, y'all. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay. Okay. And then you're gonna take it and find where your curls twist. And you're gonna just start twisting all of it in that direction. Kind of combing it out and twisting it. I need to put my chair down. And you see I didn't put any tie on it because you don't want that hard pressure indenting in your hair, and that's what I do. And that's how I wear it down. Wear it to bed. And in the morning, I don't have to recurl it. And every night, do the same thing. Or if I'm at home and I'm not doing anything, then I put it up and just keep it kind of up and curling. If I'm going out and it's kind of like it's raining or about to rain, you can feel, if it's about to rain, you can feel the moisture in the air, even though it may not be raining. I won't wear my hair down. I'll find another way to keep it, like I'll have it like not up like this, but I'll have it. Yes, this is the bun. I'll have it up like maybe low or some kind of style or something like that. I don't wear it out, and that's how I keep it longer. I don't care if, I mean, sometimes it depends on, I might put it up like this, but like looser, maybe cuter, like a messy bun or something. It won't be as tight, but this is normally how I would rock it. And you can see I done nothing to my edges yet, but I will like put something on it that smooths it out. I think I'll do the, I have something in there that I could put on it because I don't have anything now. But I'm good for now because I'm not going anywhere today. I'm leaving this coming week, so I'm gonna have something in my bag for it. Because I know if it's hot like it is right now, I'm gonna be sweating. So yeah. Is that all? Do I have any? Let's see if I have any questions. This need to be cooling down. Let me read the comments. So you're trying to go for butt length, I guess, retaining the, who's bald head? I'm not really thinking about my length in terms of like, yes, I feel myself cooling down because the iron is off and the hair is off my neck because it was making me so hot. I'm not really thinking about trying to make my hair go a certain length. I mean, granted, we want our hair to grow, but I'm not really thinking about where I want it to stop right now. As long as my hair is growing healthy and it's growing, I mean, if it's growing, I know it's healthy, and that's really what I desire. If it gets too long that I can't manage, because I wear my hair mostly, curly, I don't see that length like that. My hair comes about here. And so the length I'm looking for is more the length in my curly state. So without having to really stretch it. And ideally, I would love it to be like a little, like boob length a little, which is not, it is, unless I stretch it, but I don't really like to stretch it because it doesn't last that long when I stretch my hair. But since ideally the length I see more times than not is the curly state, I would like it to be a little longer for when it's curly, not necessarily when it's straight. I was about to say, it looks so good from where I'm sitting. Yeah, it looks good to me. Thank you, thank you. It just, I couldn't see the back, obviously. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, but thank you. Looks great. Your hair length takes a lot of patience and prayer. Mostly patience, but prayer is good too. You're so pretty, Miss Mel. Thank you. My skin is popping in this light. This light is going across my eye. Thanks, today's special. Infamous twisted bun. Take it down. It's just a bomb. I forgot you curled before. Yep, you curled before. In order to help set it. Now, if you don't curl it and do it, it will be curly, but it probably won't stay curly. You want to be able to curl it with the curling iron and then do it. Like today, I would try to leave it in my hair like this all day till it completely cools down, like in the cuticles. Because even if I don't normally wear my hair the first 24 hours, I normally don't wear my hair down because it seemed like it can easily go back to the frizzy because it's still trying to grab moisture that's in the air. Because my hair, I can't speak for everybody's hair, but my hair personally loves moisture and it will find it. If it's in the air, it's gonna find it because it's trying to get back to its natural state. So I try to keep it in this state for at least 24 hours before I go anywhere. So if I know I'm not going anywhere, I'll actually I'll actually try to do my hair on the days that if I'm going to straighten, I normally do it on my hair on a day that I know I'm not going anywhere. Because that's just how my hair is. I don't know. Where was that? You sound really, it's cleaning. Feel accomplished, finish. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I have high and I think it's what, mid? Because I did a test on it, and I have like two types of strands in my hair. One that stays in the middle, and one that goes to the bottom or something. Because I seen when you see your hair when it's pulled out, I had one that was really, really thin and one that was really, really thick. And I was like, okay, let me test both of them. Because you get your hair out of brush, and I did the test. Yeah, if your hair frizz immediately, that means it needs to cool down. My hair, even though it's not hot, it's still warm. And so I want it to kind of cool down and let it settle in a sense before I go outside and let humidity take over. Okay, so yay, I straightened it. I straightened it. I cut it and I curled it. I am done and I'm cooling down. I'm so glad you guys stayed with me and watch. This was long. Just imagine if I did this all in one day. No, I normally do this all in one day, but I washed and blow dried my hair last night so that I could get started, but it normally takes a long time. And I have kids coming in and out of the room asking me for things. I normally take breaks too, because if you have little kids, they're gonna want something, so you have to go and but this one was these 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours we've been in here. It's been long, and I hope you guys learned something, or I don't know, from this 2-hour session. Gotta dust hair off me. So anyway, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you guys for even chatting with me. I'm the youngest, and I definitely think having older sisters put me in. Oh, that was about the kids. I didn't read that earlier. Yeah. I was trying to go up, miss something that I missed. Go back and read something I missed. Yes, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, the indigenous people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so because of what it represents to them. But for those who are celebrating Thanksgiving, yeah, of course we're celebrating Thanksgiving. Some do. I didn't know that. So yeah, I will be going home, meaning going to, in the time hey girl, how you doing? I ain't seen you comment at all. If you comment before, I'm sorry. And the time it took you to finish detangling I finally finished detangling my hair. You've been detangling your hair that whole time? And I have started our oil treatment. You're fast compared to me. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Well, cool. I am gonna have to find something to cool me down because this water is room temp and I am burning up. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to this very, very, very long live. I didn't come live last week because I had some housework I wanted to do, and I kept debating whether, and my hair was the same situation that it was the last live because I decided to go and keep it in the bun And when I washed it out, you should have seen, I could have put hair on a Barbie doll. That's how much. My husband's like, it's a small little puppy in the shower. Because when I comb it, I just put it all in a pile as I'm combing it and showering. He came in, he's like, it's a small puppy in the shower. It was so much hair from 3 weeks of having my head in the bun. And I realized having it in a bun, it was getting so tangled right in here. So my hair, I don't know, it gets really tangled. And so I had to go in there, and even though it was wet, it was still like, I knew I was pulling hair out because it was so tangled. And my hair was wet and had conditioner in it, and it was still, so I broke out a lot of hair, I feel like. Because it was more hair than my hair has ever really collected when I detangled. So yeah. So maybe I won't be doing that anymore, leaving my hair in a bun for 3 weeks. That's not healthy for my tangles. I feel like that's Ellie at the door trying to get in. I'm gonna have to go. The door's locked and she's gonna stay at the door. Why do you want me to open the door? I'm gonna let her say hey, then we're gonna go. What?
I was trying to come in.
I'm gonna just say hey and then we're gonna get off, okay? Say hey.
Hey. I want you guys. I want you guys.
What is in your head? What is that?
It's with leaves.
Leaves? Okay.
Can I have some crackers?
You see what I'm talking about? Crackers. So they're saying hey to you.
Hey. Please.
Thank you guys for coming. See you guys later. Say bye.
Bye.
You want crackers, really? I'm not shocked. Bye.
Like chunk crackers.
Can I close this out? Yeah.